Hello everyone, welcome to Have You Ever Questions with Cammy Cam. We got our guest Daniel.
Hello.
And Cameron Cross. Now, have you ever questions and would you rather questions? You ready?
Oh yeah.
Aw, yeah.
I probably know some of your terrible answers.
Yeah, from the last couple of years of Jade.
Oh my god. Okay, have you ever snuck into an R-rated movie? Daniel, we'll start with you.
No, I was innocent.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're sure? Because I've shown you R-rated movies.
Well,
Without your
that
parents
was-
Have you snuck in though?
Yeah, I've never snuck in.
knowing. I have.
How many times?
I don't know. My brother watched me when I was younger, and he kept bringing me to the movie theater to R-rated movies that he wanted to see.
So you guys just snuck in without tickets?
No, he paid for the tickets. He just kept bringing me R-rated movies without my mom knowing.
Oh, no. What I mean by that question is have you snuck in on your own without having any ticket?
No.
Okay, that was the answer. Okay, no, I have not snuck into an R-rated movie either, so we all suck on that one. Okay, have you ever made up a story about someone that wasn't real?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a coworker fired.
I had a feeling you.
No.
No. Usually the stories I tell are pretty accurate. Usually if something happens, then yeah. Usually if like say there's any form of harassment at work, and it deals with anyone's life or reputation or stuff like that, I like to try to set stuff straight.
Yeah.
Grenadine and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I want a little bit of cherry mix of it, so it's cherry Dr.
You know that's really not cherry syrup. That's actually pomegranate syrup. It kind of
Same
tricks
thing.
you.
It's not bad. I've done it in ginger ale and a bunch of other stuff. It tastes the same as cherry.
Okay, let's go into 2 would you rather questions. Would you rather have a one-night stand with your celebrity crush or spend a weekend alone with your ex? Oh,
Exes? No. After Kayla, that did it for me. But my celebrity crush would be between.
you can leave that at the table if you want. We'll put it right here.
Celebrity crush 1 would be Zendaya. Because I grew up watching a lot of her stuff while she's around the same age as me. She's like maybe 3 or 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
But I grew up generally watching her on like Shake Up Chicago and Casey Undercover. And
You're even telling us your celebrity crush. You impressive.
well, they were TV shows I grew up watching her on, and then
Yeah.
Zap
Yeah, she's
movie
on.
when I was in
Yeah.
high school freshman.
So, you'd rather spend a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
That would be number 1, and then celebrity crush number 2 would be.
Why not one?
So you guys know the singer from the band Perry?
Oh yeah, I know the band Perry, what you're talking about. I don't know the singer's name.
I can't think of her name off the top of my head either, but she's the
She's
one.
the blonde, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So that would be your second one.
yeah.
What about you, Daniel?
I'll have celebrity crush.
Bull crap.
Well, here's the thing. Even if you don't have a celebrity crush, would you rather spend a one-night stand with your supposed celebrity crush, or spend a weekend alone with your ex?
And it can be like animated, cartoon, celebrity crushes,
Yeah.
whatever. It can even be SpongeBob if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Patrick?
Let's go, Patrick.
Okay, celebrity. Yeah, one-night stand with my celebrity crush. Exes are exes for a reason a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather live in a world without music or without color?
Oh.
Without music or without color?
I'd go without color.
Yeah.
Because even if you can't see color and it's all black and white sheet, you can still at least feel it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you can have it described to you, and then
I don't think I could deal without a world without music.
neither can I.
Music kind of helps me relax a lot of times.
Right.
So,
And you got different feelings, and music helps you go through that stuff too, especially when you're having long days at work that are just really rough.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any stuff planned out. You just think it's gonna be another day, and it ends up being really shitty. And
yeah.
music helps you get through it.
I like how you're explaining all this.
Because it's my life.
Yeah.
See my playlist.
Have you ever gone to a party you wasn't invited to? We'll go with Daniel first on this.
Yeah, I made them.
Like, so I knew about this party, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna show up anyway. Like that, or was it like a friend invited me
Say
to come, and I
even
wasn't
if you knew
invited?
about a party but you weren't invited.
Yeah, your Valentine's party. I invited him because you invited me.
This is
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Like that.
But I actually gave you free range to invite anyone you wanted to, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a no, only you. I don't say that.
You brought Drew and
So I don't think I ever like went to a party I wasn't invited to.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I went to. Yeah, this is an ex-girlfriend Jade dated.
Oh my God, how many is there?
Remember the really shitty one, Alexis?
I think so.
Yeah, she decided to have a party for her brother at Jade's house. Didn't say anything to him until 3 days before. She blew all her money from her social security check and is expecting Jade to give her $1,000 to buy stuff. She didn't want me coming because it's her house when it's actually Jade's house. It's nothing with her. She doesn't pay bills, nothing. So I show up there and she's being all shitty towards Jade, making jokes about where his dad died at.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is pretty shitty.
I got more and more pissed off, so I started making smart ass comments and causing her family to leave that they didn't want to be there anymore. And she said, "Oh, I need alcohol. Cameron's being too mean to me and my family." No, I was asked by Jay to come because he didn't want to be pissed off.
Yeah.
I was there to keep him relaxed.
Yeah.
And every chance I got, and her family walked out, I kept locking the door so they couldn't get in.
I did not know that. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever been to a party uninvited. I wasn't one to go to parties growing up, so I really don't go to too many parties. I might go to like friends' parties if I'm invited to them, but I basically throw parties all the time. You know me, world's greatest host.
You didn't go to my housewarming party.
I was working.
I know.
You had it on a Saturday.
I know.
Have it on a Sunday.
It's not convenient in my work schedule.
Oh, well that sucks.
He shows up at everything I invite him to.
Huh. Have you ever broken up with someone over text?
Yeah, 3 times.
Shit!
Like, okay, that military girl I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dumped her in text message.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I
that.
blocked her and she couldn't message me back at all.
Oh my God, that's even more brutal. You are savage.
I told her she was a excuse for a military police officer. And yada yada, and then
Holy.
I blocked her.
Holy, no filter.
She was using me and manipulating me.
Yeah.
I had every reason to be pissed.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Have you ever lied to get out of trouble? We'll go with Cameron on this. I want to hear it.
Is I'm straight up on what I did wrong, and I'm not gonna hide from it.
Okay, that is a sincere answer. I like that. You.
Definitely. As a kid, for sure.
Oh yeah, as a kid you always do, but when you
Yeah.
get older,
Trying
you
to
start
think of-
realizing you need to take action.
Oh.
I probably done it as a kid. That's pretty much, yeah, I don't know what I lied about because remembering back then tells you my age. 35. That's seriously my age.
I thought you were older.
You jackass!
I thought you were 40 or 41.
I will smack you. On a video. But yeah, I probably lied to get out of trouble with parents growing up. But I was actually a pretty decent kid growing up. I stayed to myself, stayed inside. I think I played video games more than I socialized as a kid.
I just sat in my room and watched VHS tapes because I didn't have cable in the house.
Oh yeah, that too. What about you?
I was very active.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
more
would-
than me.
Dang. Ladies man here.
I mean, out of the 3 of us, he was the only one that got married before you and me.
You can keep that.
You use it to your full advantage against us.
Yes.
Anytime you want.
Now we're going to go to the last would you rather question.
You have
Would you,
ruin the rest of us.
would you rather only eat the same food for the entire year or only eat the restaurant you hate the most for an entire year?
That's easy.
Restaurant.
That is easy.
Okay.
Food. I could eat burritos all day.
So the same food for the entire year, which is
Oh,
burritos.
yes, burritos.
I would definitely just do a restaurant.
That you don't like?
Yeah. And that's the Grand China Buffet. I mean, they got food I like where I can have a variety of
So
choose
basically, only eat the restaurant you hate the most for an entire year.
from. I mean, they got food I like. I just don't like the atmosphere of the buffet part. That's
Well-
the only thing.
I could eat my chicken fajitas for an entire year straight and not get tired of them.
I mean, with burritos, you can have different burritos. Like,
Yeah.
different toppings.
I can do that with fajitas too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, that brings me to something I'm thinking of where I make normal fajitas and very hot fajitas for a mystery food thing down the road. What do you think of that?
That's why I thought about it.
I know you're so interested.
I know.
Have you ever been blackout drunk?
Not yet. I've been working on it for the last.
Oh, I've seen you
Drunk but not blacked out.
not blacked out, no. But you are interesting whenever you do drink because I remember you sat right here at this counter all day. Usually you're over there. I knew something was up.
Yeah, I had like 7 cups of the heavy alcohol, bigger than these.
Well,
Jeez.
I don't know how to make weak drinks. I don't do that. Candy Cam don't
And
do that
you
shit.
you let me drive home.
Hey, I made you stay until you sobered up.
Enough for me to drive.
No, I made you sober up.
Yeah.
You about you.
Yep. Sure did.
You've been blackout drunk before?
Yeah.
So where did you wake up and not realize where you were at?
You really want to know?
Well, the first time I woke up.
Oh, there's many times.
No,
Shit.
it was one time I did this. So we were just in the campfire with a friend, and we started
I
drinking.
there?
No.
Okay.
And we started throwing stuff into the fire, and I forgot that the fire that we made, we put a box on top of it the day before to put fireworks in. So
Yeah.
then when we lit the fireworks, there was a bunch of when we lit the fire, there was a bunch of fireworks that were shooting at us. And we were like, "Ah!" Like so drunk, like, what is this? And then after that, I drank. These were Mike Carter's. So we were having a race.
Yeah.
Who can finish 3 the fastest? And I was like at 1.5 and was already like, whoa. And then I got done that too, and then my friend was like, went inside, and then I was trying to walk, and I was literally like zigzagging, and then I slept on the ground for a little bit, woke up, went to the bathroom, slept on the toilet for like, I don't know, 2 hours, and went in my bed.
Oh,
Somehow-
really?
Somehow I ended up there.
And then what?
Huh.
2 or 3 weekends later, I come over to the house. We're hanging out with a fire, and then the fireworks go off.
Yeah.
Well, something you don't know about me, guys, is I haven't been blackout drunk. I think I've been buzzed sometimes, but I fully been drunk, I think, at least once or twice in my life. But the very first time I was drunk was actually on my, I think, 2020 Christmas live video for Facebook. But I got so drunk where I just sat there like this, looking at the camera, and basically my 2 other guests at the time, my little brother and David, basically had to carry on the rest of the video.
You're just staring.
So basically, that was the first time I got drunk.
Thank you.
And after that, basically, I think, did we walk around Rising Sun afterwards? I don't know. But me and David was actually going to do a shocking video where we actually shocked each other if we lost games or whatever with a taser.
Oh, gosh.
Something really stupid. But we walked Rising Sun, and I think David accidentally hit the taser on my back while I was buzzed or whatever.
Oh, man.
And I didn't even feel the buzz because I was so like super buzzed already off the
Yeah.
alcohol. So it was like, ooh.
And be glad I didn't go for where it hurts the most.
Oh my God. I
I
swear I would
to
have
get tasered in the nuts.
I would have
How's that
kicked
gonna
his
be?
ass. And then later on that night when I was first drunk, basically, there's a video. I think I got it still. I'll show you guys some more down the road. But I got a video where I'm trying to get my phone charger in one of the rooms at my mom's house where I was at the time, spending the night and hanging out with my brothers. and they was putting me to sleep, and they were mocking me on the freaking video while David was recording all the shit, and my brother's going behind me joking around doing this, and it's like, oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill these. But yeah, that's just a funny drunk story. But I've never been blackout drunk.
You'll know if I'm drunk if I start laughing for no reason.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Well, we need to get into that point.
And you know, when I get hammered drunk, I start making people cry.
Oh, we don't want that. I don't want no sadness on videos. These are supposed to pump people up.
I don't know. I'm talking about, remember that one party and I got buzzed as hell. I started making jokes that made one of your guests cry.
Yeah, I forget who
Oh,
that was.
jeez.
Yeah,
I went after
Brutal.
the securities.
that was brutal.
I
That-
don't remember it.
But that is Have You Ever and Would You Rather questions with Daniel and Cameron Cross and Cam to Cam, guys. We want to thank you guys for being part of the channel and the journey with all of us and watching the videos. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to answer any of these questions in the comments. Thanks for joining. This is all three of us signing out. Peace.